on whatever it's supposed to be. Right now it's on 38.5. So it would open up, it would pop for you at 38.5 seconds after leaving the tube.
And that you figured out how far you want it above the ground by the timing?
Or on the ground.
On the ground.
Data mark right on the ground.
One thing that dictate by FTC. Yes.
Gonna need you up there.
Again. Okay.
Oh well.
Corporal Rizlo is assistant squad section leader, yes, sir. He can keep on briefing anything you'd like to know, anything pertaining to, sir.
Okay, thanks, Dad.
Here's the Wooly Pete, white phosphorus.
Yeah.
Same thing. Get your fuse setting up here for super quick and delayed. So if you want it to impact in the ground, put it on delayed. Super quick will impact right on impact. You know, for penetrating bunkers or whatever, sir.
Yeah. So you'd use it for super quick to mark? If you're marking a target, or?
Well, it all depends on what kind of conditions you have. I mean, we got a lot of loose dirt out here, so super quick will throw up enough dirt to mark for you. But if it's not, you want it to go a little deeper before it impacts. That way you get a little bigger puff for the air boys.
I see.
You know?
And the bags are already set on the rounds. You just open the box that you need with the bag already, right? The charge, or do you change the charge?
Right there, Cole.
He get the squad leader there gets the charge and the round, what type they want fired. He'll get complete fire command will be platoon or whatever gun, and they'll alert whoever's firing. Then he'll get a deflection. He'll give that to his gunner, and in between that he'll get what type of round is to be fired, and usually on what charge. You know, deflection, 3291, one round HE and adjust, charge, whatever. You know, it comes with 9 charges. They'll give you a charge from there. Just rip off what you don't need.
Oh, you're just ripping those off. I see.
Yes, sir. They come right off.
Ah. Okay, I didn't understand that. That's how you
Come right
just
off,
charge.
and then you can put them right back on too. So if we don't use the round, we'll keep those charges aside. So if you don't use a round, you just put them back on. You know, if they come by and say check fire or whatever, end of mission, you just put them back on.
That's pretty neat. Quick too.
And then they give you the elevation and when you're supposed to fire it, whether it's at his command or right when the gun is up. The ammo man would pull the pin, give it to the A gunner. He'd give it a quick check for charges and make sure the pin is pulled, and then half load, fire it out.
Say they were giving you a time on target. Do you calculate the time on target here, or does it come over the
It comes
landline?
from the FDC. They'll tell us, if we're working on time hacks,
Mm-hmm.
they'll give us the entire mission, then they'll say, okay, maybe you got 2 minutes or 4 minutes till you have to fire this round. And they'll come back and say, give me a half load. Squad leader will half load the weapon. He'll call back, say we're half load, and then they'll tell you when to fire, so it'll drop right on the time they need the impact. They'll calculate 30 seconds or however long it takes in flight.
And back that up for you.
They do it all up there. Basically, we get all our information over the headset. We don't have to do any.
FTC and FOs are all hands. They're our eyes and our brains.
We do what we told.
Just like,
They just say fire, we just shoot around.
just like how the staff sergeant said, we're the muscle and they're the brains. They do all the figuring, and we just get it there.
Well, you have to. I mean, you couldn't do it all. You'd be too busy.
It would be too hard because normally you're only supposed to have 6 Marines down here. You know, this is kind of,
Yeah.
we've got right now only 2 guns per section, so there's actually 4 squads doing what 2 squads should be doing. So that's why you get all these extra Marines here. But normally you wouldn't have the time or the equipment. You know, they got the calculators up there, the plotting boards. You know, the FO's got the binos. Half the times we don't see what we're shooting at. You know, if we were shooting over that hill there, we just put on the deflection and elevation they tell us, charge and round they tell us, and drop it. We're never going to see a hit.
I see. What's a half?
We're our own FTC.
Uh-huh.
We do direct lay. Does that mean we put the sight on 3-2,
That's-
line with the gun, and then we, like, let's say that target out there.
You got a
start
chart, Val?
drilling the target out
You
there,
got a chart in your pocket?
and we got a chart.
Just toss me one, will you?
Look at those charts right there. We determine how far that target is, and that's what we'll put on
This is
the
what they
sight.
look like. The crosshairs in here, I don't know if you've taken a look in here, to split whatever it is you're aiming at. Okay, then like he says, we just guesstimate the range. We'd guesstimate that one. We know that one would be 1,500, was it?
Yeah.
So we know it to be 1,500, but if we didn't, we'd say, okay, 2,000 meters. We come into here and find 2,000 meters on our scale.
Mhm.
Range. Okay, you go down till you find 2,000 even, right? We would have an elevation of 1127 at charge 4. Okay, so we'd come over here and we'd put the elevation on, because elevation is what gives you forward and inward.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then we'd put that elevation on here, which would be 1127. All right, we put that on there, and would get the HE round down to charge 4, so it would rip 5 increments off it. Then what we'd do is we'd drop that round, okay? And then it'd hit over, we'd say, okay, geez, we look to be about 300 mils over, 300 meters over. We'd go down to 1700 and we'd just walk the round in like that. If we landed in front of it, we'd go up.
Left to right, you'd adjust a little.
Well, left or right is all on your sight, so that would mean you'd have to, you know, you'd have to make sure you were on 2811 when you moved it.
And you're
When
referring
you
to the blast.
see your
Yeah,
sights,
and then you refer to the blast.
Okay, when you drop the round, okay, your eye's back in the sight, so you see the blast. Let's say it lands to the right or left, you refer your sight to the blast, then you traverse halfway minor just back on your target using the traversing. And that's how you do your corrections with the left or right.
But your first one you drop, you're on 2800 deflection and 1100 elevation, and then you just move the whole gun towards it. And then after you get a hit, if you're off a little bit, then you
It's
refer and you actually start moving the gun itself
I see.
with the wheels.
And the 2800 makes the gun and the sight on the same line.
Well, when we come in here to this pause, right,
Mm-hmm.
what we do is we lay in. Okay, like you said, they get the squad leader will get the direction by compass, and they'll stand right behind where the gun's supposed to be with compass and lay out that back aiming stake. All right, then we'll get the gun up on that and we'll lay in the front stake so that when you look through here, they're both in line with each other. You only see one stake. Then the aiming circle, which is, you can see it right over the hill.
Mm-hmm.
If you look right over the hill there.
An instrument right down there.
Yes, sir. Then we refer back to that aiming circle. And he starts giving us deflections. We put our sight right on that aiming circle. We split it in half, and then he splits us in half and reads back what he has off his aiming circle.
Mm-hmm.
And then we put that data on, and once we are 0 mils out from him, we put it back to 2811 and then move our stakes again. And that way, the sight and the barrel are pointing exactly the same direction. Whenever you go to 2811, say again?
About bore sight.
Yeah, you bore sight is a double check before you do the aiming circle. But the aiming circle is the most accurate way to get you. You're 2811 dead on even. So then every time you go back to end of mission after that 2811, your sight and your barrel are always pointing the same direction.
I
Basically,
see.
the only time we do our own thinking is when we have to do direct light.
And a direct light would be for if they decided to set up FDC and somebody was in attacking sort of hastily.
Anything like that. If we tear down it,
How it works out.
Leave home without your geology.
I knew these mountains
Been doing so much money.
We go to the other side of the Humvees, I'll show you the little ledge that has all the petroglyphs on it.
Ooh, really?
It's about 1,000 meters away from here. I won't get to see it, but we can see the ledge. It's a lava, edge of a lava bed.
Yeah, I think you have a greater tendency to have patches of bad. Get a
There's
full
lots
scan
of
or
them
something
around here.
that happen more frequently. Every once in a while you get something.
Yeah, there
that
sure is.
I knew this
got
would
quality control.
What'd you say?
I knew this would be interesting. Geology. But if I don't take pictures of everything for my husband,
Shame on you. You're not supposed to be picking up any metal.
It's recyclable.
Huh.
Put it in your pocket and recycle it. This is history right here.
Oh.
Actually, probably better. No, I love that car. Flinch, flinch.
called do the range.
You were curious about where the petroglyphs are?
Yeah.
It's the legend.
Percent of bombs hit target over damage to other targets. 50% of your bombs hit, killed 100% of your target. 100% of your bombs hit the target, and only killed half the target. 100 over 100 bombs hit the target.
Instead of going up there